Hi guys, welcome back to 8-Bit April. We are on the Game Boy. We're playing some Road Rash. You know how I love my Road Rash. So that's what we're playing. I was going to play some Donkey Kong. I did try recording Donkey Kong for this episode, but honestly, it was frustrating me. So I thought, let's calm down. I've got Road Rash. Why not play some Road Rash? And that's exactly what we're doing as a result. Why not? It is basically the Mega Drive game, as I would know it, but it's on the Game Boy, so obviously it's in monochrome colours, and the soundtrack, have a listen to it. I'll be quiet in a minute. It is the same music, obviously just done a little bit simpler for the Game Boy's sound chip. But you should recognise it. It came off their bike there. It was a bit cheeky having two cars side by side. But yeah, it's a good representation of the game, I think, especially for being portable. It's a faithful representation, shall we say. Now, I would imagine it was on Mega Drive, it's on Game Boy, almost certainly on the Game Gear, which naturally I would have expected that to be colour for one thing, and probably a bit closer to the Mega Drive version than the Game Boy would have been capable of. I don't know if it was on the Game Gear actually, because I don't think Road Rash was on the Master System, for example, and a lot of Game Gear games, from what I understand, were kind of Master System games. Well, certainly the Sonic games on the Game Gear were the Master System versions, only not very good ports of the Master System versions. Especially if you ask, what's he calling himself now? He was Retro World Order. He changed his channel name again, and I cannot remember what his channel name is now. I'll try and find out for you. But yeah, streamer on TikTok, so funny, a really good streamer. He was on there as Retro World Order, and he wasn't a big fan of the Game Gear version of Sonic the Hedgehog. Brilliant at the Master System version. He's completed it loads, and he can do like no lives lost runs and everything. So he's good at the game, but he reckons that the Game Gear one doesn't play so well, to put it politely. But yeah, Road Rash, we're in first place. We've just got to get to the end now, make sure we don't crash, make sure we don't come off our bike, which can be easier said than done, but as long as we're a little bit careful. Some of these bends, all you want to do is take your thumb off the accelerator. Just slow down a little bit. What side of the road's that car on? And then we've got one on the other side as well. Cheeky when it does that. It's not nice when it does that, especially if it's next to a tree at the side of the road or a pylon or something that you can see going by, although they're getting quite flickery. I haven't really been looking at the side of the road. I hadn't noticed. if they've been flickering like that the whole time. Oh, mind that car. See, and again there, I just eased off the accelerator so I could tuck behind that car. But it's all the obstacles that you've got in the Mega Drive game as well, you know. And the cars going across, and it's got police in it. I don't think we've seen the police yet, have we? Obviously O'Leary said his piece at the start of the level. Probably something along the lines of, "Oh, can you guys not drive so fast? The Sarge is really unhappy about it," or something like that, I don't know. That's my impression of O'Leary. And here is O'Leary. And this is the nice thing, so this is the first of what would be the Road Rash trilogy on Mega Drive. And you can see the police have names, so in the bottom of the screen there it came up O'Leary. In Road Rash 2, they took away the police names and just called them Officer 1, Officer 2, things like that. So we've won our first race in Sierra Nevada. Now we can go to Pacific Coast. And we'll see. Ready for a new bike yet? Don't spend all your cash. Save some for fines and wrecks. Good advice. We'll see that we've got the soundtrack. Oh, I love this tune. Actually sounds a little bit sped up. It is a tune though. I'll tell you what, the soundtrack on the Road Rash trilogy on Mega Drive is absolutely stunning. They did such a good job of it. It's all original scores for the game. Yeah, really banging tunes. Fantastic. Right, what side of the road's that car on? And that is the problem even on the Mega Drive, is sometimes when you're approaching cars up ahead and you've got to think, what side of the road's that going to be on? But look, you've got all the mountains in the background, just like the actual game. I like the way the clouds are going across on the sky as well. The other thing is, the graphics on the Game Boy, it really is proper pixel art. You know, little squares, tiny little squares making up all the pictures. So the fact that they've got animations and stuff, it's neat. It's neat. It's a good little system. That's Natasha. She doesn't usually like fighting. She's usually there like, all these people going out there for a fight needs to just focus on racing instead. But she actually started punching me. So here we've got the police. It's O'Leary again. He's working hard, isn't he, O'Leary? It's not always O'Leary. Well, on the Mega Drive it's not always O'Leary. But Shiva? I always called her Shiva. But I don't know if they were just trying to spell like Shiva, but in an edgy way. It was the 90s, wasn't it? When things were radical. Totally radical, dude. Everyone spoke like a Ninja Turtle. That was close. And you can still do that. Which, honestly, I know it's childish, but it gets a laugh out of me every time when I can make another racer take a little tumble. So yeah, this is Road Rash. I love these games, as I keep saying. What we'll probably do is we'll have a look at the bike shop at some point. Before the end of the episode, hopefully. We'll see if we can get a new bike. I don't want to... Obviously, I like to keep the episodes not too long. Because I don't know if you'd want to sit through anything that's sort of an hour long. I'm not saying that you don't have an attention span. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is I sort of keep things short. I know people have busy lives. So I appreciate any views that I get. I always try and keep my episodes to sort of 20 to 30 minutes, so then you know, you've got the rest of your weekend to enjoy then, haven't you? So we'll see. Anyway, we're about 10 minutes into this episode, so we've got a ways to go yet. We're not thinking about wrapping things up just yet. I'm certainly not. I'm having too much fun. But yeah. Oh no, look, I've taken a little tumble now. I wasn't even pushed off my bike. I don't know where my bike ended up. I'm going to have a quick swig of coffee. Make sure that I can concentrate. Right, got to try and speed up and get past O'Leary again. We're still in first place, so that's good. We must be near the end of the track then. Because the first set of races, when you get into first place, you're often not too far from the finish line. Not always the case, but a lot of the time you get into first place and you've got a little way to go. I don't know if that's... There's always that line across the track, and then we hit finish shortly thereafter. So there we go. We've won our first couple of races. $700 there. So we've got $2,400 in the bank now, plus the trade-in value of our bike. I don't think we've got enough for a new bike yet. I also don't know where the bike shop is. Oh. I shouldn't have done this. Can we get back to... I was trying to find the bike shop. Let's go to Redwood Forest. I don't think we've got enough for a bike yet. I am so fast, sometimes it scares me, so I close my eyes. Well, that's why you haven't won anything yet, isn't it? Slater, don't close your eyes. Now, we don't have anyone waving the checkered flag at the start line. And you don't have the crowds waiting for you at the finish line either. So it is a little bit of a pared down version of the game. But, mechanically, it plays in a very similar way. And you've got your wing mirrors still at the bottom of the screen. Yes, the display is a little bit simpler, but it tells you everything you need to know. It tells you what speed you're going, it tells you what position you're in, and it tells you how far through the track you are. So we've done half a mile so far. And actually, I should pay attention when we're going into the races, because they do tell you how long the tracks are, so we would know whether we're near the finish line or not, if I paid attention. Obviously we're not near the finish line now, the race has only just begun. But for the next one we can have a look, and then when we get into first place we can see... When we get into first place, speaking confidently there, aren't I? You know, I haven't even got into first place yet. And there's no guarantee. You take one wrong turn, well, not a wrong turn, you can't take a wrong turn, you stick to the course, but, you know, I mean, you know, you've only got to go in the back of a car, or into a lamppost here, or a small bush. Another rider could knock you off. That was Slater. I was just punching. Oh, I came into that bend a little bit fast, actually. Push Natasha away. Oh, we got the police coming up. Is it O'Leary again? I think it is. Punch Biff. It's not Biff from Back to the Future. It's Biff from Road Rash. Coming up on Shiva, who I call Shiva, but like I say, we've had that conversation. Right, we're in first and we've done 2.5 miles. Doesn't seem very long, does it, as a race course? A couple of miles. I'd have thought they'd be going miles and miles and miles. Right, get in front of that car that was thinking of coming across. We don't want it to. No! Oh, I nearly hit that lamppost. That would have been bad. Here we go then. Oh, round the back of that car. I haven't passed the line across the road yet, so I don't think we're close to the finish line. Come round the outside of that car. I hate it when they put two alongside each other. It really is very, very cheeky. So are we nearly there? I don't know. I don't know that we are. But it will be coming up soon, because it usually doesn't give you too much. Although, we've now done 4 miles. I wouldn't be surprised if it's about a 5-mile course. We'll see. We'll find out in a second, won't we? Not a literal second, but we can't be far off the finish line. We'll find out how far this course is. In fact, you could always pause the video, scroll back and see how long the course was, and you'd be shouting at the screen going, it's however many miles. You don't know what you're talking about. You'll be going, this is a 12-mile course. You think you're near the finish line? Think again. Right. Note, there's our line. We get past that. A little ways on, there's O'Leary. But we've finished. We've finished. Finished the race. O'Leary can't arrest us. Now, a little bit behind the scenes. My computer that I'm capturing this on went to sleep during that race. I don't think it's affected the game capture. I certainly hope it hasn't. But it did throw me a little bit. Anyway, onwards. We've completed Redwood Forest, Palm Desert. 5.7 miles, look, down the bottom. The next race will be in the Palm Desert, 5.7 miles. So we can keep an eye as we go this race. Biff, be a sport, take a fall and drop out of the race. There's money in it for you. There's not though, is there, Biff? If I drop out of the race, I'm not going to get anything for it. Also, there's money in winning. So... and there's going to be more money in winning than there is dropping out of the race for you. So I don't know what he's on about. This is a good tune as well. This is a slowed down version of this song though. You know, the Pacific Coast music sounded a little bit sped up, and this one sounds slowed down. There's Gunther. We've got Sid. Axel. Oh no, that's costly. And I've been run over. We might have to do this race again. Well, we'll see. We're going to try. We're going to try and see how far we can get. I don't know why I went into that car. I don't know what I was thinking. It's okay, we can pull it back. We are in last place. That is the car that did it, I think. I don't want to go in the back of it again. But look, we're even behind Rude Boy again. So we'll want to catch everyone up and overtake them. Crumbs, I nearly went into that car. I'm a bit of a car magnet this race. Punch Grub. Punch Gunther. Punch Sid. Punch everyone. Axel, right, so we've caught up to where we were in the pack, which is good. And to be honest, certainly on the Mega Drive version, these early races, you can afford a tumble or two. That first one though, I got quite badly separated from my bike, so I would not want to risk taking a second tumble if we want to come first. We're in 7th place. We've done 2.1 miles, and it was how far? 5.7. We're in 6th place, so I think we've definitely got time to pull it back. There's Slater riding with his eyes closed. I'm not getting over. I had to slow right down there, that was quite bad. I'd probably damaged my bike a bit in that first tumble, because I had to go right down to 60 miles an hour just to get out of the way of that car. I've got no steering. Crumbs. In 5th place, but we're about to make that 3rd. There we go. And we've got a couple of miles left to go before we hit the finish line. Oh, really? You see how angry that made me? We're not getting first. I don't think we're getting first. I really don't think we're getting first in this race. But it's okay, because we'll just do it again. I've done really badly. This race. It's sort of, I think both times, it was just misjudging what side of the road the car was on. It is a little trickier on this, and it's quite difficult sometimes on the Mega Drive. I love these games. I think they look brilliant for the hardware. You know, you've got palm trees and pylons and such like. And the cars look like cars when they get up close, and you've got the mountains in the background and the animations and all this, and people can take a tumble, and I apparently can take a tumble. They're good games, they're really good games, and I think they do still look good to this day. I don't know, maybe the flickering for you is doing your eyes in a bit, and I hope it's not. But I think they look good. And you know, yeah, you might say, look good, it's not even in colour. Well, that's just Game Boy. You know, there were no, for the original Game Boy, there were no games in colour. That's just the hardware. But it didn't stop them looking like good games, in my opinion. Now, that car's on the other side of the road, so we want to come up the left. Again, I had to slow right down. I think I've really messed my bike up. I do want to try and find the bike shop after this race. I don't know if it's a case of pressing either the A or B button instead of the start button when the race ends. On the Mega Drive, you have to press the C button on the results screen, and that takes you to the bike shop. So I remember when I first played the Mega Drive version, I didn't know how to get to the bike shop. They made it easier in the 2nd and 3rd game. It was an actual option from the options menu. We've pulled back 3rd. That's not bad, considering. Shall we see if we can find a bike shop? From here. There we are. So we own the Shuriken 400. We've got credit on it of 5,300. The Panda costs £5,000, but it's probably not going to be a big step up. Good all-round sport bike, light steering, but lacks mid-range performance. Could we afford this? I don't know. I think so. Crisp handling with good power at high RPM, but no mid-range. Try and keep the revs high. And then I don't think we could afford that at all. Should we get this? I don't think we got it. Maybe I have to press select on it. It was this one, wasn't it? I don't think I can afford it yet. I don't want the Panda. Okay, well let's go back and we've got 3,300. We should be able to afford that then, shouldn't we? I want to do Palm Desert again. I want to get first because Otherwise, where's your bragging rights? But we're going to try not to mess up this time. And then, yeah, I want to work out how to buy a bike. And then we'll probably just do the first lot of races. I don't know, how does that sound? So look, we've got third on this track. If I mess up again, I won't make you sit through it a third time. It'd be good to try and get all the courses done and call it at that point, but I would like to get a new bike. We've had a look at some of the bikes. So I've got credit on this bike of 5,300, plus I've got cash to spend of 3,300. That gives us 8,600. If I win this race, we've got another 700 to spend, but that is only going to give us 9,300. I'm doing maths in my head whilst racing and reacting to what's on screen. That's quite impressive, isn't it? It's basic numeracy. I know it's not too hard sums, but all the same, I've got lots going on screen. So we won't be able to afford that 10 grand bike, but we will be able to get the 7 grand bike, is what I'm saying. I think it said we've got credit on this bike of 5,300. I think that what it's saying is that's its trade-in value. My health's right down. People have been punching me too much. Oh, what side of the road's this on? Ooh! See? And we've come miles away from our bike. That's probably about the same place that we come off the first time last time as well. Some of these cars, I just don't know what side of the road they're on. It is tricky, because they appear to be on both sides of the road. There's O'Leary. He's working hard, isn't he? He's everywhere. So yeah, that's turning into a complaint for me on this Game Boy version of Road Rash. Is trying to tell what side of the road the cars are on is much harder. And like I say, it can be tricky enough on the Mega Drive. But on this version, oh boy, I am really struggling at times. See, that looked like it was on the other side of the road. Let's run him over. That'll teach him. Well, people keep running me over when I come off my bike, so it's only fair, isn't it? And O'Leary's not far behind, so he's going to want to get a shift on. Oh, look, we got his bat. Yes! Right. Now we can do some damage. I was going to say, if that ended up being on the right-hand side of the road, I would have thought about rage quitting. No, I wouldn't. That's got to be on the right-hand side. Tricky to judge though, sometimes. And because it flashes, see, that's the thing, on the Mega Drive version it doesn't flicker like that. So when you see the car on the road, yeah, it just gets bigger. Look at that, yes! Now we can take people out much quicker, which means that they don't have the chance to fight back and bring our health down, because we were right down to low health earlier, and if we'd have taken another hit or two, we'd have come off our bike again, which would have been a bit of a nightmare, because as we know, we can't afford to come off our bike twice on this course. So we want to end any fights as quick as possible. Like that. Send them for a little tumble. And then we also don't have to worry about them coming back for a fight, and coming back to steal the position that we've just got. Can we get past Viper? We must. Yeah, and we've got the finish line coming up, so we've done it. First place, right near the line though, wasn't it? Oh, look at that, I've earned myself a swig of coffee quick. We're going to the bike shop. Oh, we've got credit of £6,000. So maybe that's what we've got to spend? Okay, so we've got the Panda. We'll go with the Panda, we'll try it. We've got Grass Valley, and that's the last one, so it's our last track on a new bike, and that'd be quite a good place to wrap up the episode then. Sometimes the only way to lose a cop is to slow down, then dust them. Take that on board. Let's go. I don't have the baton anymore. And again, that is true to the first of the Mega Drive games. If you steal a weapon in a race, you don't carry it into the next race. On the... I've got no steering. This might be a worse bike than what we started on, because I shouldn't have come off the side of the road like that. But I've got no steering. Rude Boy's going to catch us up. Going to try. Eat my dust, Rude Boy. There's a cow on the road. Yeah, but, yeah, okay, you might look at that and go, a cow? How could you tell it was a cow? To me, that was instantly recognisable as a cow. So I think the graphics, yes, limited, but they did a good job. They did a good job, I think. You don't... Oh, my screen's gone blank again. Trouble is, I've got a peculiar setup. I've got me computer that's capturing everything hooked up to my big telly, which is what I've been looking at. But because it's going through a capture card, I need to have a second screen. So I've got a little monitor laid on my lap. Oh look, he's knocked me off. He's knocked me off my bike. At least my bike is there with us. But we keep getting run over. See? It's no good. I'm going to have to beat all of these people now. So anyway, as I was saying, what I'm having to do, when me capture computer goes into sleep, which is very annoying, I'm going to have to look at the settings for that and just say, can you not go into sleep mode? Or, you know, do it once an hour or something. Because when I'm game capping, the last thing I want is it going into sleep mode and me all of a sudden not being able to see what I'm doing. But I can see what I'm doing. It's just instead of looking up comfortably in a natural gaming position, I'm now having to look at the monitor that I've got led down in my lap, which is a bit peculiar. Right, I need to avoid being punched for a little while and get my health bar back up, because that's what happened to us last time, was I got in too many fights. Is this O'Leary again? I believe it is. He's working really hard this episode. There are, in the Mega Drive, there's other cops. I can't remember all their names. I can only ever remember O'Leary. He is the one that comes up the most. But there are other cop names on the Mega Drive. But it looks like on this version, they've only employed O'Leary. Right, we are in second place. Oh, look, there's a cow in the road. There we go, we want to get past him. We've only done 3.4 miles, so I would guess a lot of these tracks are over 5 miles long, and this is the last one, so it's probably going to be the longest track. I think they do get longer and longer, so we're probably looking at about 6 miles. So we've got another couple of miles to go potentially. Whoa! Go on then, slow right down. I did have to slow. Oh look, there's a cow on a bend. It's no good. I did have to slow right down for that bend. Just don't have the steering on this bike. I don't have the handling for it, it seems. So we'll slow right down. Slow it down a bit more. We should be quite a way ahead of everyone else, so we can afford to go a bit slower on the bends now. I just really need to make sure that I don't make any silly mistakes coming off the side of the road or going in the back of any cars. Look at that. See, I was sure that was on the left-hand side of the road, but then it flickered again, and it turned out it was on the right-hand side of the road. So, a little bit tricky. Oh look, here's the finish line. So it was a short course then. There we go. Sweet. We did it. And we got first place on everything, which is nice. Right, I'm just going to get back into me computer again so that I can finish the episode. A little bit of behind the scenes drama for you there. Right, guys, this has been episode 3 of 8-Bit April. We've been playing some Road Rash, and we've been quite good at it, in fact. We should see... Are we getting promoted? You're pretty good. Let's ride with the next gang. Bigger risks, bigger bucks. Exciting stuff. I'm going to be back next week with, assuming it all goes well, the Metamorphosis games, which are modern games made for the Game Boy. If you saw Pocket Bomberman last weekend, you'll know what the plan is, although I did change it because obviously we didn't do Donkey Kong this weekend. I would like to say thank you very much for watching again. I hope that wasn't too painful, and I will see you next week for the grand finale of 8-Bit April 2026. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll catch you later. Cheers. Bye.